Hello everyone and welcome back to KDH Art Class. My name is Miss Howard and we're going to continue to use line and space to create our artwork. And this is a fun little project. It is for the beginner, the intermediate, and the advanced. It does not take many materials, so here's our list. You're going to need colored construction paper. You're going to need to cut it down into manageable pieces. I recommend like the 1-inch pieces if you're going to use a full piece of paper. This is a good size to use. I'm using a smaller piece, so I am actually cut those down to even smaller pieces, so it's proportionate to my paper. If I use these big pieces, it's just a little too big. All right, and I can't get as creative on it. So, oh, and you're going to need glue. It can be glue stick or the white glue, doesn't matter. And I recommend something like a pencil or something you can twirl around to get some of these spirally shapes onto your paper. All right, so those are the supplies we need. Now, let's review. There are different types of lines. There's straight lines, and that's what these papers are. They are representing the lines. We have the horizontal, we have the vertical, we have the diagonal, we have the curved, we have the wavy, we have the spiral. Oh, can't really see this guy very well. All right, and we got the spiral. We have zigzag, castle, thick lines, thin lines. You can even do the dash lines. Okay? These are all our different types of lines that we are going to try and create. And some of them you won't be able to, but you never know. You might surprise yourself. But we are going to create a three-dimensional piece of artwork. Now, I put it on a cereal box that I cut up. It's stronger than a piece of paper. You could just use a piece of paper. You could even take a piece of paper and glue it onto the cardboard box to give yourself a nice, pretty background. Okay. Any of those are okay. That's it. We have our little pieces. Let's get this stuff out of the way so we can get busy. All right. So some of the techniques that you can use to create your sculpture is simply folding. I'm going to fold my piece of paper. And I made a nice little V shape. The thing is, it doesn't really want to stick there, so I'm going to bend just a little bit to give it some feet. So now my little guy has legs and feet, and now I can get my glue. Remember, you don't need to really push glue out. You just let it come out naturally. If it's not coming out, you gently squeeze so you barely get it. And then I make sure my tip is touching so it doesn't get all over the place. Once I've added my glue, I get to put it wherever I want on my surface. I'm holding it, and I'm going to do a count to 10, maybe backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So once you have that, then you can do other ones. You could do the curved one, but again, it's not going to stick until you give it some feet. So I'm going to make my little L shape, my little feet on the bottom. Add my glue. Not a lot, just let it kind of come out on its own. Right. And this one I'm not bending, but I'm going to curve it. And maybe I'm going to stick this one so it looks kind of like a horseshoe, those that are familiar with the shape of a horseshoe, or a rainbow shape. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Be careful. If you get glue on your fingers, then your paper is going to try and stick to your fingers and not to the paper. Okay. Another fun one that you can do, different color, is you can take your pencil and you can wrap the paper around it. Nice and tight. And then when you let go, you've created this fun little spiral shape. And the spiral can lay down this way. Problem is we can't really put a foot on there. Or we can turn it so it's more upright. And we'll put the glue at the bottom. All right. And just a little bit. Finding a nice fun spot. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So now we are getting all kinds of three-dimensional shapes created with the idea of line in mind. We are creating positive space, which is the actual paper, and negative space. It's the open areas in between. So you're learning a lot. Okay. You can even fold backwards and flip it over. Fold up, flip it over, and folding towards the long part. Okay. Flip it up, folding towards the long part. Flip it down, folding towards the long part. Okay. And you start creating that fun little zigzag. Okay. And it's already got a little bit of a foot there, so I can put a little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue down here. So I've showed you a few ways of doing it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So look how fun that shape is. Okay, guys, I have given you a couple basics. You have your paper in front of you. You have your twirling tool, also known as a pencil. Okay. You have all kinds of fun ideas here, and your glue. And I want you to think of all the different ways that you could attach or create and then attach lines to your paper. Have fun. Bye.